In early August of 2019, Bosch launched a competition to identify Africa's best smart mobility startups who are striving to address Africa's mobility challenges. Over 220 applications were received from 27 countries, resulting in 11 teams of finalists from 7 countries competing for a cash prize of $30,000 and a chance to collaborate with Bosch. On November the 5th, the startups finalists presented their solutions to a jury in Johannesburg, South Africa. The 11 startup companies spent an eventful day presenting their solutions to the jury and an eager audience, participating in a question and answer session, listening to each other's presentations, and marketing their concepts and businesses. In addition, the top 11 enjoyed their time networking with other contestants and stakeholders from the public and private sector.
Bosch Africa Smart Mobility Demo Day aimed to showcase what is happening and around the topic of smart mobility in Africa. We have been on the continent for decades, I would say. However, in the field of smart mobility from the Bosch perspective, we have been not really engaged in the continent. On the global side, we do it. However, if you look at the unprecedented growth forecast in Africa, the urbanization is going to be a huge challenge. And we talk about urbanization, we talk about mobility as well. From a Bosch perspective on a mobility solution, we do believe that the mobility challenge the African cities, the African people are experiencing today are specific to the region, even sometimes to the culture. And that's why it is really key for us to engage with those local talent entrepreneurs because they do have the cultural background.
I am at Bosch running the smart mobility activities from a digital perspective, and I think it's really key for us to be here on the African continent and get connected to these hot startups which are really into this area. So I have been involved in the selection process to get to this level, and I have to say it was a tremendous really number of different areas which I covered, and we all know smart mobility is really going to be in our life for the next decades, and it's really important for us really. How do we get goods from here to there? How we as human beings get transported and get from A to B? And it's all about that, and doing it in an ecological way, in an economic way, having fun by doing it and all of that. And these startups and the companies, the 11 ones which we see today, are around these topics, and I love that.
Bosch has so many different APIs, like so many different ways to engage money, value chain, network, the other corporate partners for a startup that is worth its weight in gold.
So therefore, we're really about addressing those Pan-African problems with other Pan-African solutions. The response has been, in fact, surprisingly positive. Right after with our call for application, we had a huge resonance around the media across the continent. We had more than 220 startups engaging with us, and we provide the application for the competition out of 27 countries. And today, yes, we have not the top 10 because it was very difficult for us to align on 10. We decided for 11.
We are overwhelmed.
Excited. It has been a really great initiative of our startups, bringing local talent and innovation. And we see it as a groundbreaking area for open innovation and to making the ecosystem and the economy better.
We are a team of scientists and data engineers working on advanced state of deep learning and machine learning. Our world-class research has resulted our best device called Bonan.ai.
We would like to firstly thank Bosch for the opportunity to pitch to them. We think that Bosch is a good company, and together with them we can build the future of mobility in Africa.
Hi I felt good about the presentation. There were good questions and also good audience, mainly focused on mobility, which are experts in this industry and really brings the value of what we are trying to showcase.
We are going to talk about how we enable seamless movement for people in Africa. The issue is that domestic travel in Africa is undigitized and unorganized. I would really like to thank Bosch for doing this. I think they should make it much bigger next time. And we are really excited about different solutions that Bosch has in mobility. And we definitely think that our partners and ourselves would find it very useful to have them on board.
The bus operators that we work with go across countries to Uganda, Kampala, and Tanzania, which gives us experience in those industries. By 2021, we aim to open up in Nigeria, and 2022 open up in South Africa and Ghana, giving us a true Pan-African experience. And we've selected these markets based on the establishment of bus industries in those markets.
One thing that I see, there are ways we can even partner with the current contestants, so that's a big value. And also, it's also a learning platform as well. We've learned something new, we are seeing something new that we can implement as well.
Being a finalist is great at Bosch. It was a very big and tough competition. I think the future is great in terms of partnership or potential partnerships with Bosch on the technology side or also on the hardware side.
So Bola is just a portal that connects retailers and manufacturers. Basically, we are trying to make the retailers' job much easier, cost-efficient, and friendly.
And the categories are broad, and the fellow competitors are actually from different parts of Africa, and the experience and the skills level are amazing. So I believe everyone is here based on their skills set and the potential of working with Bosch in the future. But we interacted and we saw one or two that we can also collaborate with and do business with in the future.
I think they're fascinating, they're amazing, and of course we have quite a variety and diverse maturity of businesses here. So we've got some that are just entering the market and some are at the stage, some are much more mature businesses, but it just showcases the level of entrepreneurship and ingenuity that is in Africa that is very exciting for us.
We're really looking forward to working with Bosch on making our vision a reality. We believe everyone around the world deserves same-day fulfillment for very low cost. I saw some really impressive teams here, and it makes me very happy that such technology exists, people are working on, because they could be working on many other things, but they chose to do this. So I think that's something to be really proud to be a part of.
My name is Jehiel Oliver. I'm the CEO of Hello Tractor, an agricultural technology company that connects smallholder farmers to tractor owners using IoT technology. It's my colleague, Munzan Bima.
I'm the hardware lead for Hello Tractor. And the solution is there to connect the tractor, which is the subject, to both the tractor owner, the farmers, the dealers, and the financial institutions.
Bosch is a global leader in IoT technology. We think that such partnerships can unlock value amongst our customer base, which means more impact with the farmers that our customers service with their equipment. The longer a tractor can maintain good, high-quality health, the more farmers it can reach delivering services in a market that has a shortage of tractors.
The result of that is that our mothers in Africa are now happier. They are happier because they can now access the few tractors that are in circulation. They are happier because they can be able to get their land prepared on time and plant on time, thereby increasing the likelihood of very high harvest per hectare and make more income for themselves and for the family.
Our message to Bosch will be that they should continue to innovate and then partner with young entrepreneurs across Africa and across the world, because they are in the rural, they are in the communities, they understand the issues, and then they are entrepreneurial in their desires, and they are also smart. They want to innovate, they want to create. Bosch can help in creating the right environment through platforms like this, and partnerships to help these young entrepreneurs to develop solutions that are valuable in the market.
I think we look at the other entrepreneurs here less as competition and potentially as collaborators. I have already two favors to ask of entrepreneurs that we share this stage with. And for us, partnership is really key to solving some of the massive problems that face the marketplace. And so it's less about competition, but really finding opportunities to collaborate, both with big companies like Bosch, but also with other small startups similar to Hello Tractor.
Hovo is an on-demand application for trucks. So we are a truck provider on demand. We provide the vehicle in 20 minutes all around Egypt. And the conference is amazing. And I'm very, very, very happy to be here. It was such a pleasure. And I mean, visiting South Africa is such a pleasure, and it's the first time, and I hope it's not the last. And the competition is pretty interesting. Very nice competition. Very great startups doing such a great job. And let's see how it goes. I mean, we are kind of in the backbone of some of the startups here that we can collaborate together and provide them with our solution. But good luck for everyone.
We are very proud to be here in Johannesburg. We are the only startup that have been selected in Senegal, so very proud to represent our country. And it's great to be here as well and discover the country. And to be with all those people, Bosch executive, ambassador, and all the startup founders, we are exchanging ideas. That's great for us.
We decided to create a solution to facilitate the relation between car owners and workshop mechanics.
I think that we delivered the message that we wanted to, and I'm sure that Bosch has something to play in this sector, especially that we could do many things together.
Being here is really, really a validation to some extent and an opportunity to work with players like Bosch, and we hope we will find a way to make this happen. Moja Ride is a transportation app that's integrated with a payment system, which will allow you to pick a destination and will give you a combination of mode of transportation to get you there the cheapest way, the most efficient way. The future of mobility is across two verticals. So you have connectivity, and then you have electrification of transportation. And these are two areas where Bosch excel in today.
I was very impressed to see the work of our colleagues from other countries, to see how mobility is being done in their country. This is also a learning experience for us, and I think we have some pretty good takeaways on how we can even improve some of our processes based on the feedback and the experience of others. And we think we're also pretty well positioned, especially given the nature of our market in Côte d'Ivoire, which is very different from country to country, what mobility looks like for everyone. So I think for what we're doing in Côte d'Ivoire, the opportunity is very promising, and we also wish good luck to all the other startups for the expansion and what they're doing in their country.
This is a conversation that is inevitable, and for Bosch being in the leading the way in this conversation, this is very important and exciting for us, because we know that there is a big challenge with populations and growing populations in urban areas, and we believe that there should be more and more of such forums and even actual work. It shouldn't just end at having a competition and money is raised.
The good thing about it is we are solving customers' problem, and that is the most important part. Whether it's one company doing something which is close to what we are doing, it's the same thing. We are solving customers' problem, and that is the most important part.
There are better days ahead if we take up the challenge.
Today, I'm, of course, very excited about being one of the finalists, because even if you are not at the first position or at the second position, you will win something. You might win a friend, you might win an angel, you might win an investor, you might win a partner, but you have already won what we call the visibility, because all those people now knows you.
Park Route is the easiest way to find and the most convenient way to pay for parking spots in Africa. I am amongst over 220 startups across Africa that are into the mobility space. To be part of the demo day, the Bosch demo day, being 11 startups in total for the Bosch demo day.
And here we've got 22 entrepreneurs, founders that know their market so well, and that's why they're the best entrepreneurs for their business.
Today's event with all the startups was great. It was great being here in South Africa and surrounded by all the passion. It was very, very much of an interesting and fun atmosphere, the whole event. They are really entrepreneurs, and the spirit behind everything, and they are just doing it. Besides all the obstacles they encounter and challenges, we didn't even notice. They was like, okay, yeah, we have a lot to do, but we conquer everything. It was a great impression.
It's amazing how strong these startups are, and I'm a big fan in general of team and their ability to execute, and it's very interesting to see what we have on stage here. Most of the teams have a very, very excellent execution capability. The ideas are ideas. I don't want to downgrade them, but there was not one idea where you would have said, wow, I would have never had that idea. So the ideas are very good, but the ability to bring them to market is exceptional. I'm really impressed by the teams.
And then, the moment of truth. The jury was so impressed with the quality of the pitch competition, and after much deliberation, they decided to award first place to two deserving winners whose solutions they believed spoke to the brief of finding smart and sustainable mobility solutions suitable for a prosperous Africa going forward.
First winner is Ulipas.
The first winner is Tractor. You made it. Congratulations. Bernd?
We were debating downstairs the maturity of the startups, and they were all different, but I like their ideas a lot, and I think they're a good fit to Bosch, and I was disappointed more likely that we cannot have them all with us, because I think a huge potential on each of them.
We feel very good. One, this has been a great experience, interacting with other co-founders and also presenting to Bosch. And then we didn't expect it to win. The competition was very competitive, so you can't be very sure that you are going to win. So the win, of course, is a big achievement and big surprise to us. Getting the $15,000 is also a big achievement, but more than what we came for was a partnership with Bosch, and I think we've achieved that.
It was a very wonderful event. We had a lot of great people with great ideas, but at the core of what we do, I think this is going to be encouraging, and then this partnership will help us to take the technology further and be able to deliver more value and services to the people that we are working with.
I'm very happy to have witnessed excellent startups today which presented solutions in Africa, for Africa, challenges particular for the African continent, but also other emerging markets. And I'm very profoundly believe that we have done a great step forward now towards a brighter future in Africa.
I can only echo on Marcus' statement. Delighted to having this exposure today for the startup entrepreneur, for our customer, for our partner as well. And I really look forward to the next step with the two finalists. And I think that the money what they receive will be very valuable to add their business. And I think that the Bosch Accelerator program will also further grow the opportunities for them for the Africa market with African solutions.